In the intriguing world of sharks, the battle for survival begins before birth. Yes, you heard it right. Some sharks don't wait to hatch before showing their feisty nature, engaging in womb warfare with their siblings. While it sounds like a plot from a shark-themed horror movie, it's just another day in the life of these fascinating creatures. Not all sharks are born ready to rumble, though. Aggression is more about necessity than nature. And remember, if you poke, prod, or otherwise annoy them, you're asking for trouble. Here are 6 stories of shark attacks. In the summer of 2015, the coastal town of Waverly Beach, known for its pristine shores and fierce waves, became the backdrop for an event that would shake its community to the core. Among the surfers who frequented these waters was Maya Thompson, a name synonymous with talent and fearlessness in the local surfing scene. Maya's life, however, was about to take a dramatic turn. The day started like any other, with the sun casting its golden hues over the horizon, promising perfect conditions for surfing. Maya, always eager to catch the early waves, paddled out into the sea, her heart pounding in rhythm with the waves. But this morning's surf would not be like the others. As she waited for the next set, a shadow lurked beneath, unnoticed by the surfers above. In a split second, Maya's world turned from one of exhilaration to horror as a shark, mistaken in its pursuit for food, attacked. In the sudden and terrifying moment of chaos, the shark's jaws clamped down on her left leg, its teeth cutting through neoprene and flesh with devastating precision. The attack was swift, leaving Maya in shock, her screams piercing the morning calm as fellow surfers rushed to her aid. The water around her turned a haunting shade of red as she fought to stay conscious, her survival instincts kicking in. The surfers, working with frantic urgency, managed to pull her onto a board, paddling back to shore as fast as humanly possible. On the beach, bystanders had already called for help, and an ambulance was on its way. The surf community's quick response was a testament to their solidarity and training for such rare but feared incidents. As they reached the shore, first responders sprang into action, applying tourniquets and administering first aid to stabilize Maya's condition. The beach, once a place of joy and laughter, had turned into a makeshift emergency response zone. Maya was rushed to the nearest hospital with lights flashing and sirens blaring, her life hanging in the balance. The medical team worked tirelessly, performing surgeries to save her leg and address the extensive damage inflicted by the shark. Maya's road to recovery would be long and fraught with challenges. Still, the immediate and courageous response of her fellow surfers and the quick actions of the medical team ensured she survived the attack, setting her on a path toward eventual redemption. The incident left Maya with grievous injuries, both physical and emotional. Her left leg bore the brunt of the attack, saved by the quick actions of her fellow surfers, but forever scarred. The news of Maya Thompson's attack spread through Waverly Beach like wildfire, casting a shadow over the community known for its love of the ocean. Months of recovery followed, with Maya's spirit as battered as her body. The once indomitable surfer faced her darkest moments, plagued by nightmares and the fear that she would never again stand on a board. But amidst the despair, a flicker of determination began to ignite within her. Maya refused to let the attack define her life. With the unwavering support of her family, particularly her brother Alex Thompson, and her close friend and fellow surfer Ellie Martinez, Maya began the arduous journey back to the water. Her rehabilitation was not just physical but mental, as she fought to overcome the trauma of the attack. Every small victory, from taking her first steps again to simply sitting by the shore, was a step towards reclaiming her life. Maya's story, however, was more than just a comeback. It became a campaign for awareness and change. She delved into advocacy, speaking at local schools and community centers about shark conservation and the importance of understanding these misunderstood creatures. Her message was clear. Sharks were not mindless killers, but an essential part of the ocean's ecosystem. 2 years after the attack, with Waverly Beach once again hosting its annual surfing competition, Maya made a decision that stunned and inspired her community. She would return to the very waters where her life had almost ended, not just to compete, but to conquer her fears and reclaim her identity as a surfer. The competition day arrived, and the beach buzzed with excitement and tension. Competitors and spectators alike knew of Maya's story, her presence infusing the event with a sense of gravity and inspiration. As Maya stood at the water's edge, her gaze fixed on the horizon. The memories of that day 2 years ago washed over her. But this time, she was not alone. Her family, friends, and an entire community stood behind her, their support as palpable as the ocean breeze. Maya's performance in the competition was nothing short of miraculous. Each wave she rode was a testament to her resilience, her grace and strength on the board, and a clear message to the world. She had not been defeated. Although she did not take home the trophy that day, Maya Thompson had achieved something far greater. She had transformed her most harrowing experience into a source of empowerment and hope, not just for herself, but for anyone who had ever faced their deepest fears. The surfer's redemption was not just about Maya's return to surfing, but her journey of advocacy, pushing for a deeper understanding and respect for the marine life that shared the surfer's beloved waters. Her story inspired a shift in the local surfing community, fostering a culture of safety and respect for the ocean and its inhabitants. As the sun set on Waverly Beach that day, the silhouettes of surfers dotted the horizon, a serene end to a day that marked a new chapter for Maya Thompson. Her redemption was complete, not because she had overcome the shark, but because she had embraced her scars, both seen and unseen, and emerged stronger, wiser, and more connected to the ocean than ever before. As the months rolled on after the competition, Maya Thompson found herself at a crossroads. The competition at Waverly Beach had marked her triumphant return to the water, but it was clear that her journey was far from over. The incident that had nearly taken her life had now given it a new direction, one that she could never have anticipated. Maya became increasingly involved in shark conservation efforts, using her story to highlight the importance of coexistence with the ocean's predators rather than fear. Her advocacy work caught the attention of marine biologists and conservation groups, who were eager to collaborate with someone who had a powerful personal story to tell. Maya began working with Dr. Lucas Bennett, a renowned marine biologist specializing in shark behavior. Together, they launched a series of educational programs aimed at surfers and beachgoers, teaching them how to minimize risks while respecting the marine environment. Maya's efforts also led to the introduction of new safety measures at Waverly Beach and surrounding areas, including better surveillance and response strategies for shark sightings. Her work was making waves, transforming her from a victim of a shark attack to a leading voice in marine conservation. However, Maya's journey was still fraught with challenges. Despite her public bravado, the scars left by the attack ran deep. She found solace in the ocean, the very place that had once been the scene of her trauma. Surfing became her therapy, each wave a step towards healing. Her relationship with the ocean had changed. It was now a place of reflection and connection rather than fear. Back at Waverly Beach, the annual surfing competition had become a platform for promoting shark awareness, with Maya often speaking at the event. It was here, 5 years after her attack, that Maya's journey came full circle. The competition was no longer just about surfing. It was a celebration of the ocean, its inhabitants, and the humans who dared to ride its waves. On the anniversary of her attack, Maya paddled out at sunrise, alone with her thoughts. The ocean was calm, its vastness a reminder of the small but significant place humans occupied within it. As she waited for a wave, Maya reflected on her journey, from the fear and pain of her attack to the purpose and passion that had defined her life since. She caught a wave, riding it with the grace and strength that had become her trademark. As she emerged from the water, the sun breaking through the clouds, Maya felt a sense of peace. She had not only found redemption in the waves, but had also helped forge a path for others to follow. Maya Thompson's legacy was not just her comeback as a surfer, but her role in bridging the gap between humans and the marine world. Her story, marked by courage, resilience, and advocacy, continued to inspire, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome, understand, and protect. As the sun set on Waverly Beach, the community gathered to celebrate not just Maya, but the shared commitment to coexisting with the ocean and its creatures. The surfer's redemption had become more than a tale of overcoming adversity. It was a movement, a shift in how people viewed their place in the natural world. And at the heart of it all was Maya Thompson, a surfer who had turned her darkest moment into a beacon of light for the future. In the serene waters off the coast of Western Australia, the year was 2011. This part of the ocean was home to an extraordinary diversity of marine life. making it a perfect location for marine biologists and researchers. Among them was Dr. Alexander Hartman, a marine biologist renowned for his groundbreaking work on shark behavior. Dr. Hartman had earned the nickname the Shark Whisperer due to his controversial methods of closely interacting with these fearsome predators. His research vessel, the Sea Voyager, was anchored in a secluded bay known for its clear waters and abundant shark population. The setting was not just any ordinary research site. It was a place where Dr. Hartman was about to study a newly discovered shark species, the deep blue hunter, known for its unique color and elusive nature. Dr. Hartman was not alone in his quest. He was accompanied by a dedicated team, including his assistant, Maria Gonzalez, a skilled diver and marine biologist in her own right, and Jack Sullivan, the team's safety officer, responsible for ensuring all operations went smoothly and safely. The team was rounded out by a small crew who managed the vessel and assisted with the research. Their mission was to document and study the behavior of the deep blue hunter in its natural habitat. This task required not only expertise, but also a considerable amount of courage. The team was well aware of the risks involved, but trusted Dr. Hartman's experience and judgment. The day began like any other, with the team preparing for a dive. Dr. Hartman, ever the enthusiast, decided to get closer to the deep blue hunters than ever before, using a new technique he had developed to supposedly calm the sharks and encourage them to approach him. The new technique Dr. Alexander Hartman developed was called the harmonic resonance approach. This innovative method involved using a combination of sound frequencies and body language to create a calming environment for the sharks. Dr. Hartman theorized that certain sounds could mimic the natural frequencies found in the ocean, which could potentially have a soothing effect on marine life, including sharks. By incorporating these sounds with specific, non-threatening body movements, he believed he could communicate a sense of peace and curiosity, encouraging the sharks to approach him without aggression. As he slipped into the water, the rest of the team watched from the boat, equipped with cameras to document the encounter. At first, everything seemed to go according to plan. A group of deep blue hunters swam curiously around Dr. Hartman, who appeared to be in complete control, moving with a calmness that belied the danger of the situation. However, the mood quickly shifted. A particularly large shark, distinguishable by a scar across its dorsal fin, began to circle closer, its movements becoming more aggressive. Dr. Hartman attempted to use his calming technique, but it was clear that he had underestimated the shark's behavior. Without warning, the shark attacked, catching Dr. Hartman by surprise and inflicting a severe wound on his leg. The water around him turned red as he struggled to fend off the shark and make his way back to the surface. Maria and Jack sprang into action, diving into the water to rescue Dr. Hartman. It was a tense and dangerous operation, with the shark still nearby, but their quick response and teamwork allowed them to bring Dr. Hartman back to the boat safely. Once on board, the crew administered first aid, stemming the bleeding and stabilizing Dr. Hartman's condition until they could reach the mainland and get him to a hospital. The team was shaken, but their swift actions had undoubtedly saved their leader's life. In the aftermath of the attack, Dr. Hartman spent several months recovering. The incident had been a humbling experience, reminding him and his team of the power and unpredictability of nature. Dr. Hartman's brush with death did not deter him from his research, but it did change his approach. He became an advocate for respecting wildlife boundaries, using his experience to educate others about the dangers of underestimating wild animals, even for scientific purposes. The team continued their work, albeit with a newfound respect for the creatures they studied. They implemented stricter safety protocols and focused on non-invasive methods of research. The incident with the deep blue hunter became a critical lesson in their careers, a stark reminder of the importance of balance between scientific curiosity and the respect for nature's boundaries. The incident was a turning point for Dr. Hartman and his team. It served as a cautionary tale for the scientific community, highlighting the fine line between groundbreaking research and reckless endangerment. Their story is a testament to the unpredictable nature of the sea and its inhabitants, and a reminder that, in the vast blue depths, humans are not always the apex predators they believe themselves to be. In the year 2005, the serene and lush tropical island of Corazon del Mar, a hidden gem nestled in the heart of the Caribbean, beckoned to travelers from around the globe with its promise of azure waters, golden sands, and an escape from the mundane. Among those lured by its charm were the Harper family, consisting of Thomas and Julia Harper and their two children, 16-year-old Emily and 12-year-old Max. The family sought not just a vacation but an experience that would bind them closer, away from the hectic pace of their lives in suburban America. Corazon del Mar, despite its popularity, has managed to preserve its natural beauty and the authenticity of its local culture. The island's history was rich, woven with a resilient community that thrived amidst the challenges of the sea. The Harpers were enchanted by the island's lore, eager to explore its coral reefs, lush rainforests, and the warmth of its people. Their days were filled with adventure and relaxation until one fateful morning when Julia decided to embrace the island's renowned marine life through snorkeling. The family chose a secluded cove, celebrated for its calm waters and vibrant coral reefs, a place deemed safe by locals and tourists alike. It was here in the crystal-clear waters that the vacation took a harrowing turn. Julia, with her innate love for the ocean, ventured a little further from the shore, entranced by the underwater spectacle. The rest of the family remained near the beach, building sand castles and soaking in the sun, unaware of the impending nightmare. Without warning, the tranquility of the moment was shattered. Julia felt a sudden sharp pain in her leg, pulling her attention away from the coral below. To her horror, she found herself face to face with a shark. Panic surged through her as she struggled to fend off the predator, her screams muffled by the water. On the shore, Thomas and the children were jolted by the commotion, their hearts racing as they spotted a thrashing in the water. Thomas's instincts kicked in, and he plunged into the water, racing towards Julia, fear and determination driving his every stroke. The next moments were a blur of adrenaline and fear. Thomas reached Julia, managing to scare off the shark with frantic movements and loud noises. He quickly assessed her injuries, noting the deep lacerations on her leg and the sight of blood clouding the water around them. With the help of a few brave souls who had witnessed the attack, Thomas and Julia made it back to shore, where emergency services called by an onlooker were already on their way. Julia's injury was severe but not life-threatening, a testament to the swift response of her family and the community. The local hospital staff worked diligently to care for her, their experience with marine injuries evident in their calm and efficient treatment. In the days that followed, the Harper family grappled with the shock and trauma of the attack. The community of Corazon del Mar rallied around them, offering support and stories of the sea that were both cautionary and comforting. The incident sparked a renewed respect in the Harpers for the ocean's might and its inhabitants, a reminder of the delicate balance between human activity and nature. Julia's recovery was slow but steady, her spirit undampened by the ordeal. The family's view of the ocean had changed irrevocably, but so had their understanding of resilience, both personal and communal. They spent the remainder of their vacation on the island, not venturing into the ocean but finding peace in the beauty of the land and the warmth of its people. As the Harpers prepared to leave Corazon del Mar, they did so with a mixture of emotions. The trauma of the shark attack lingered, but alongside it grew a sense of gratitude for the life they had and the bonds that had been strengthened through adversity. The ocean, once a source of leisure and wonder, now held a deeper significance, a reminder of nature's unpredictable power and the preciousness of every moment. In the summer of 2015, the coastal town of Seaview, known for its pristine beaches and a history rich with maritime folklore, became the backdrop for an event that would highlight the bravery of an unlikely hero. The town, nestled on the east coast of the United States, had always been a haven for tourists seeking the solace of the ocean. But beneath the surface of its inviting waters lurked dangers that the locals whispered about, tales of creatures from the deep that occasionally brushed shoulders with humanity. The day began on a day like any other, under the blazing sun, as families, couples, and solo adventurers laid their towels on the golden sands of Seaview Beach. Among them was a teenage lifeguard, Alex Bennett, standing watch from his perch. It was his first summer on the job, and his nerves were as palpable as the humid air. Despite his training, Alex harbored a deep-seated fear of the ocean's unseen depths, a fear he kept hidden behind a facade of confidence. Offshore, a drone buzzed like a distant bee, operated by a local tech enthusiast and part-time volunteer for the beach's safety, Jamie Clark. Jamie's fascination with technology, especially drones, had made her an invaluable asset to the lifeguard team, providing an eye in the sky to spot potential dangers lurking beneath the waves. As the day wore on, laughter and the sound of waves filled the air until a chilling silence descended. The drone's camera had caught a dark shape moving towards the swimming area, a shape that every beachgoer in Seaview had learned to fear: a shark. Panic ensued as screams echoed off the water, and Alex's heart raced. His training kicked in, but so did his fear. Amidst the fleeing swimmers, one figure struggled to make it back to shore, a young man caught in the path of the oncoming predator. The situation was Alex's worst nightmare come to life, yet he knew he couldn't let his fear paralyze him. With the crowd's eyes upon him, Alex grabbed his rescue board and plunged into the tumultuous waters, his heart pounding in his chest. Meanwhile, Jamie maneuvered the drone, dipping it low over the water, attempting to distract the shark with its shadow and the buzzing noise, a technique they had only discussed in theory. The shark, intrigued by the drone, veered off its path momentarily, giving Alex the precious seconds he needed. Reaching the victim, Michael Johnson, a tourist from another town, Alex pulled him onto the rescue board. Michael was in shock, his body marked by superficial wounds, a lucky escape. The return to shore was tense, every stroke shadowed by the fear of a second attack. But the shark had lost interest, the drone's interference proving effective. Upon reaching the beach, the crowd erupted into cheers, their applause not just for Alex's bravery but for the teamwork that had averted a tragedy. In the aftermath, as Michael was tended to by paramedics, the reality of what had occurred began to sink in. Alex, still shaking from the adrenaline and his confrontation with his fears, found solace in Jamie's supportive presence. They had saved a life together, an experience that bonded them in a way few others could understand. The event became a turning point for Alex, who no longer viewed the ocean solely as a realm of his fears, but as a challenge to be respected and faced. For Jamie, it was a validation of her belief in the power of technology to make a difference in real-world situations. Seaview Beach implemented new safety measures inspired by the day's events, including regular drone patrols. Alex and Jamie were celebrated as heroes, their story a testament to the courage of the human spirit and the strength found in unity. The experience had a profound impact on their lives, teaching them the value of confronting fears, the importance of teamwork, and the potential of technology to safeguard humanity against nature's unpredictability. As the summer progressed, the incident at Seaview Beach became a catalyst for change, not only for Alex Bennett and Jamie Clark, but for the entire town. The local council, spurred by the event, invested in advanced shark surveillance technology, including more drones equipped with the latest in shark detection capabilities. The beach now boasted a state-of-the-art safety system, a testament to the town's resilience and commitment to the safety of its residents and visitors. Alex, once a reluctant hero, found himself thrust into the spotlight, his actions on that fateful day celebrated by the community. He became a symbol of bravery, a role model for the younger lifeguards, and an ambassador for beach safety. His fear of the ocean had not vanished, but his relationship with it had transformed. He now approached his duties with a newfound respect for the sea and its inhabitants. Jamie, on the other hand, experienced a surge of interest in her work with drones. Her innovative use of technology during the rescue caught the attention of tech companies and marine conservation organizations. Invitations to speak at conferences and participate in research projects flooded in, recognizing her contribution to the field of marine safety. The partnership between Jamie and the lifeguard team became a model for other coastal towns, showcasing the potential of technology to complement traditional lifeguarding methods. The bond between Alex and Jamie deepened their shared experience, a foundation for a lasting friendship. They worked together on community outreach programs, educating the public on beach safety, shark awareness, and the importance of respecting wildlife. Their story inspired others, proving that courage could emerge in the most unlikely circumstances and that innovation could lead to safer communities. As the season turned, Seaview Beach saw a record number of visitors, drawn not only by its natural beauty, but also by its reputation as one of the safest beaches on the East Coast. The shark attack, while a harrowing memory, had given rise to a period of growth and reflection. The community had emerged stronger, more united, and better prepared to face the challenges of the future. The impact of that day extended beyond the confines of Seaview. News outlets and social media platforms spread the tale of the teenage lifeguard and the drone operator who saved a swimmer from a shark attack. Their story resonated with people around the world, serving as a reminder of the unexpected heroes among us, the importance of facing our fears, and the remarkable achievements that can result from collaboration between humans and technology. Years later, Alex would look back on that summer as the moment their lives changed direction. Alex pursued a career in marine biology, driven by a desire to understand the creatures of the deep and to contribute to the coexistence of humans and marine life. The unlikely hero, once a teenage lifeguard weighed down by his fears, had become a beacon of hope, a reminder that within each of us lies the potential to rise above our limitations and make a difference in the world. And so, the story of the unlikely hero of Seaview Beach became a legend, a narrative passed down through generations, inspiring countless others to believe in the power of bravery, teamwork, and the advancement of technology in the face of nature's unpredictability. It was a testament to the fact that heroes come in all forms, sometimes from the places we least expect, united by their willingness to act in the moment of need. Off the coast of a remote island in the Pacific Ocean, an experienced deep-sea diver named Alexandra Turner embarked on a mission that would forever change her understanding of the ocean's mysteries. The target of her expedition was the Siren's Rest, a shipwreck lying silent and undisturbed at a depth few dared to explore. The wreck, a remnant of a bygone era, had been lost to the sea in the early 1970s. Its story and contents a mystery that beckoned to historians and adventurers alike. Alexandra, a seasoned diver with a passion for uncovering the secrets of the deep, was no stranger to the perils that awaited her in the abyss. Her preparations were meticulous, her gear checked and double-checked, for the ocean's depths forgave no mistake. As she descended into the cold, dark waters, her only companions were the beams of light from her submersible's lamps, piercing the eternal night of the deep sea. The descent was slow and methodical, a necessary precaution to avoid the dangers of deep-sea diving. Alexandra's mind raced with anticipation and a hint of apprehension, knowing that what lay ahead was uncharted territory, a place where few humans had ever ventured. The pressure outside her submersible increased with every meter she descended, a constant reminder of the sterile environment that surrounded her. As Alexandra approached the wreck, her excitement turned to awe. The Siren's Rest lay before her, a ghostly silhouette against the backdrop of the ocean's depths. It was a moment of triumph, a testament to human determination and curiosity. But her triumph was short-lived. Without warning, a shadow loomed over her submersible. It was massive, moving with a grace that belied its size. Alexandra's heart raced as she realized she was not alone. A creature from the depths, a species of deep-water shark unknown to science, had been drawn to her lights. It was a rare encounter, a meeting of two worlds that had remained separate for eons. The shark circled the submersible, its movements deliberate, its intentions unclear. Alexandra knew she was in a precarious situation. The shark was an apex predator in its realm, unchallenged and unafraid. She also knew that panic would only lead to disaster. Her survival depended on her ability to think clearly and act decisively. With the shark's attention firmly on her, Alexandra executed a plan. She turned off the submersible's external lights, hoping to use the darkness as a cloak. The strategy was risky, but it was her best chance. The darkness enveloped them, a blanket of uncertainty that could either be her salvation or her doom. Minutes passed, each second stretching into eternity. Alexandra's senses were on high alert, every sound amplified in the silence of the deep sea. Then, without warning, the shark struck. It was a calculated move, a test of the submersible's defenses. Alexandra felt the impact, a jolt that sent adrenaline coursing through her veins. But the submersible held, its design withstanding the force of the attack. Seizing the moment, Alexandra initiated the ascent, knowing that her window of opportunity was fleeting. The shark, sensing the escape, pursued, but its size was a disadvantage in the tight spaces of the underwater terrain. As Alexandra ascended, she could see the shark's silhouette fading into the darkness, a ghostly reminder of the encounter. Her heart still racing, she realized she had survived an ordeal few could imagine. The surface neared, and with it the promise of safety. Back on her research vessel, Alexandra's mind raced with the implications of her encounter. The shark, an aggressive species of deep-water predator previously unknown to science, was a discovery that challenged our understanding of deep-sea ecosystems. It sparked a flurry of scientific interest, with researchers eager to learn more about the creature and its environment. For Alexandra, the experience was transformative. She had faced the unknown, survived, and in doing so contributed to the body of knowledge that helps us understand our planet a little better. Her encounter with the shark became a testament to the courage and curiosity that drove explorers to venture into the unknown. As the news of her discovery spread, Alexandra reflected on her journey. The encounter with the shark, while harrowing, underscored the importance of respecting the mysteries of the deep sea. It was a reminder that, despite our advancements, nature still held secrets waiting to be uncovered. In the years that followed, Alexandra's story inspired a new generation of explorers eager to face the unknown depths of the ocean. Her encounter with the deep-water shark remained a defining moment in her life, a story of survival, discovery, and the unending quest for knowledge. It was not just a tale of adventure and survival. It was a narrative that intertwined the human spirit with the mysteries of the deep sea. Alexandra Turner's encounter with a previously unknown species of shark challenges our understanding of the ocean's depths and the creatures that inhabit them. It is a reminder of the vast, unexplored frontiers that lie beneath the waves, waiting for the brave and the curious to uncover their secrets. In the azure depths off the coast of Isla Guadalupe, Mexico, marine biologist Dr. Simon Torres embarked on what was to become a defining moment of his career. The year was 2009, and the world had just begun to embrace a new era of environmental conservation, with endangered species at the forefront of global discussions. Dr. Torres, a renowned shark conservationist, had dedicated his life to the study and preservation of these misunderstood creatures, particularly focusing on the great white shark. Isla Guadalupe, a remote volcanic island, had become a sanctuary for marine life, offering unparalleled clarity for researchers and divers alike. It was here, amidst the serene yet mysterious underwater world, that Simon found his purpose. Armed with decades of experience and an unwavering passion, he sought to unravel the complexities of shark behavior and advocate for their protection against the ever-looming threat of extinction. On a crisp morning, as the sun casts golden hues over the Pacific, Simon and his team prepared for a routine expedition. Their mission was to tag sharks with tracking devices, contributing to a larger study aimed at understanding migration patterns and habitat use. The air buzzed with anticipation as they boarded their vessel, the Ocean Guardian, equipped with state-of-the-art technology and a crew of seasoned experts. As they reached their designated research area, the team deployed an underwater drone to scout for sharks caught in illegal fishing nets, a common yet heart-wrenching sight. It wasn't long before the drone transmitted images of a magnificent great white entangled in a deathly embrace with a poacher's net. Simon's heart sank. The irony of the situation was not lost on him. These nets not only decimated fish populations but also endangered the very predators they sought to conserve. Without hesitation, Simon donned his diving gear, his resolve as clear as the waters he was about to enter. The team watched in silent solidarity as he descended into the blue abyss, a lone figure against the vastness of the ocean. As he approached the struggling shark, Simon felt a mix of adrenaline and profound respect. Here was a creature so powerful yet so vulnerable at the mercy of human recklessness. Carefully, he began to cut away the net, aware of the shark's immense power and the risks involved. The shark, sensing Simon's presence, thrashed in panic, its survival instincts in overdrive. In a heart-stopping moment, the shark's tail whipped around, catching Simon off guard. He felt a sharp pain in his left hand, a stark reminder of the wild unpredictability of nature. As Simon was pulled to the surface, the reality of his situation set in. He had been bitten by the very creature he sought to save. The irony was as sharp as the shark's teeth that had pierced his skin. Yet, even as he faced the daunting prospect of recovery, Simon's commitment to shark conservation never wavered. This incident only deepened his understanding of the complex relationship between humans and nature, highlighting the risks involved in wildlife conservation efforts. As Simon lay in the infirmary aboard the Ocean Guardian, the sharp sting in his hand was a constant reminder of the encounter. The crew, adept at handling such emergencies, had managed to stem the bleeding and ensure that no critical damage was done. Yet as he gazed out of the porthole into the expansive sea, Simon's thoughts were not of his pain but of the shark, its fate unknown. The next few weeks were a blur of hospitals, rehabilitation, and endless questions from the media, environmental groups, and the scientific community. The incident sparked a global conversation about the dangers faced by conservationists in the field. Simon, however, remained undeterred. His resolve to return to the water was stronger than ever, fueled by a profound sense of responsibility towards the creatures he had sworn to protect. Simon's recovery was painstakingly slow, marked by physical therapy sessions that tested his limits and moments of doubt that clouded his spirit. Yet, every challenge was met with an unwavering determination, a testament to his commitment to the cause. His colleagues and the broader conservation community rallied around him, offering support and reaffirming the importance of his work. During this period of healing, Simon delved deeper into his research, analyzing data collected over the years and formulating new strategies to mitigate the threats facing sharks. He spearheaded initiatives to combat illegal fishing practices, working closely with local governments and international organizations to enforce stricter regulations and promote sustainable fishing methods. As Simon's strength returned, so did his resolve to venture back into the ocean. His first dive post-recovery was a moment of profound emotion, a mixture of apprehension and exhilaration. Descending into the blue, Simon felt a sense of homecoming, a reconnection with the world he had fought so hard to protect. The ocean, with its infinite mysteries and untold stories, welcomed him back with open arms. The incident not only left physical scars, but also deepened Simon's understanding of the delicate balance between humans and the natural world. He became more vocal in his advocacy, using his experience as a powerful narrative to highlight the risks conservationists face and the urgent need for collective action to protect our planet's biodiversity. Simon's story resonated with people around the globe, inspiring a new generation of conservationists and fostering a deeper appreciation for the complexities of wildlife conservation. He became a symbol of resilience, a living example of how personal sacrifice can pave the way for greater environmental awareness and change. The whole story was a poignant reminder of the challenges and dangers involved in the fight to preserve the natural world. It underscored the irony of a conservationist harmed by the very creature he sought to save, highlighting the unpredictable nature of wildlife conservation and the inherent risks of intervening in the natural order. Yet beyond the physical dangers lay a deeper, more profound message: the unbreakable bond between humans and nature, and the lengths to which some are willing to go to protect it. Simon Torres, through his ordeal, had not only survived but had emerged as a beacon of hope, demonstrating that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit, fueled by passion and purpose, can overcome the greatest of challenges. As Simon once again donned his diving gear, preparing for another expedition into the depths, he carried with him not just the scars of his encounter, but a renewed sense of purpose. The ocean, vast and mysterious, held within it the key to our planet's survival, and Simon was more determined than ever to unlock its secrets and safeguard its future. In the end, the story of one man's fight for survival was a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dedicate their lives to protecting the Earth's most vulnerable inhabitants. It was a reminder that, in the quest to conserve our natural world, we must be prepared to face the unknown, confront the dangers, and persevere, for the sake of the planet and future generations.